Grand Rising, everyone. It's Shay Seeking or Shalonda, and I'm back. And I don't know. I don't know. New York, New York, New York. I was just sitting here thinking about that raging bull that's in front of the the trade center, not World Trade Center, but the, what you call it? Okay. Is it on Wolf Street or something? I don't know. Was it a movie called something Wolf Street? Y'all know what I'm talking about. The stock market, trade, the place where all the men be sitting up in the pit screaming the numbers and shit. You know what I'm talking about, okay? With the bull, all right? But I was thinking about, like, child sacrifice, and it just made me think, because there's somebody's face that showed up in my eyesight, or my mind's eye, when this building got caught on fire. Now, I mean, I don't live in that area or anything. I don't even know where, or maybe it was just in my feed. Okay, about this fire here. And I thought it was strange out of this big old building that it was just one family that was harmed in this fire. And then, it was just almost this energy of something about a fire. But I had to think about it. Well, damn, it kept saying house on fire, right? I kept hearing this, not with just me, but other readers. And I don't know, for some reason I thought it was like my house on fire, because it made me think about the whole thing, why, there's still so many days and the Americans are still stuck in Afghanistan, right? Or behind enemy lines and possibly Chirac or somewhere else in this plane. And it made me think about why somebody wouldn't be doing nothing about it. And why would Ukraine, why is the Ukraine energy making me think about the Midwest or northern states or just America? And it made me think, because again, they want to wipe out these certain people because these people want to continue to go on and do this evil or these things, these deeds that they've been doing. So with the assistance of other nations, they plan on, enslaving or mentally, spiritually, or physically certain people and, utilizing them. This is, but let's not remember that the United States corporation left the equipment behind. For who? You see what I'm saying? Who did they leave it behind for? And it made me think it's the earth. It made me think it's the high rollers, or the people that was able to accumulate lots of land, money, and wealth, and powerful positions, and governors and mayors and stuff like that. Some that look just like me and you, brown skin. All brown skin folks ain't kin folks. Again, that are in these positions, and these are the people that's supposed to be at the top of the wheel of fortune, but we're breaking that fucking wheel, okay? And it's just a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, I guess just Source just got me running my mouth, all right? I don't know how much longer I could talk about these things, but this made me think about child sacrifice. This building, the shape of the building made me think about, again, nobody, this is all alleged. I wasn't there. I don't know if the building is actually a building. I don't know if it actually got on fire. I don't know if these people actually passed away. I don't know anything. All I'm telling you is from the perception that's been given. Right? No, it's always, from the perception of what's being shown here. Okay? Okay, go ahead then. All right. So again, it's funny that it said 8 children, the city for 30 years, but it's something about 820, right? It's the scripture that we're going to go into. All right. But then I see also 20 here, January 12th, 2022, and then 8:54. So that's still 8 o'clock. And then this whole Dwayne right here is making me think about Diana. And it's making me think about the whole thing, because I just started watching Discoveries of Witches again, right? And come to find out, like I said, it's just something that I feel Source is doing a new thing, where people that are the anointed ones are going to carry some of us, right? Or maybe even the Christ in this situation, because the Christ has always been dealt the hand of death, I feel, okay, or excluded or cut off from being a cornerstone. So what I feel Source has done has let certain people or person, a certain group embody, possibly a certain family line, embody something that people can't take away from them. You know what I'm saying? It made me think about that Encanto movie. And it just made me think how some people were calling, some people, especially Georgia, kept saying, oh, some of these people that look like us is really Mexican. But it's just like the Empress is embodying all the people in the deck. The American Empress is embodying the whole damn America. So I mean, like I said, I don't understand, right? Because again, those temples and those pyramids in South America and Mexico are older than any pyramids in the world. So do you see what I'm saying? What does that make you think about again, the older civilizations. And I'm gonna have to look into the mounds. I don't want to mistake anything here, but I want to know how old the mounds are supposedly, right? The truncated pyramids here in Americas. Okay, so again, this made me think about, again, Mammon and Baal and worship, people sacrificing their children, and how, again, how we were just talking with some of these bloodlines that people think are so horrible that came here, and actually things were just fine. It wasn't until other people came in. So you know what I'm saying? It's like they want to blame everything on the British families, but there was Dutch families and other families that came, swarthy families that came, or swarthy individuals that came into the land prior to the British. You know what I'm saying? That would be holding these titles. I'm just talking about the ones that from like South Carolina and things like that. That again would be tied in with my family line. Okay, and then also with the Henley family. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, I don't know. I see more Helena Troy. I see more what do you call that? Maybe Roman. That's why the Roman keeps coming in when I keep pulling those cards, and maybe the Celtic, you know what I'm saying, maybe is twisted in there somewhere. Okay. But yeah, like I'm saying, this made me think about some kind of child sacrifice or burnt offering right away. Okay. And again, there's an individual of feminine energies face that came to mind. Yeah, anything, it doesn't matter. And I won't speak no names here. Again, you could just go ahead and guess if you want, because again, like I said, I feel like these people are the people that helped when it comes to the abuse that happened to my granddaughter in the court system in the state of Wisconsin. Okay. All right. When she was there. Okay. So again, I feel like they used the court system to pull and reel this child into a dangerous situation with a felon, right? Someone that was known to choke and abuse someone, and she came back abused, bloody, and very much in a bad condition. And this was around the time when I found that a feminine energy in New York was spying on me, because she was talking about conversations that was had in my personal home. So it is what it is what it's gonna be, and that's what the fuck I said. All right, hold on. All right, so again, we just skimming through. I'm just casting out these seeds real quick. Okay. All right. So again, I feel like what they're doing is blaming this on these certain families and bloodlines of the matriarchy here in the Americas, so that they can't have any standing. So they came in and think that they could slander. They think they can come in and do all these harmful things to this family and defile this family in the public eye, right? Only to find out that we stand for righteousness, that we are seers, that we are gifted with gifts directly from source in order to overturn these horrible things that's happening here. Okay. And so it made me think about this, because it took me back to Hebrews 10 and 18, right? So it says, first, Christ said you didn't want any animal sacrifices or sin offerings or burnt offerings or other offerings for sin, nor were you pleased with them. Okay. So again, this makes me think again, that's what I would say in my Christ energy. That's what I would say. Who the fuck said that? Because that's what I take from the biblical. I don't look at sacrifices and all these other things. I feel like we got it misconstrued. I feel like we took the perception of what we was told in church and what we thought, instead of knowing what these things, instead of using, again, we're letting the spells cast spells instead of really doing our research. You know what I'm saying? We were indoctrinated and manipulated to see things in a certain light and a certain manner. When in all reality, people probably do these disgusting things like drink blood and stuff like this as rituals and things like this, what it was never supposed to be. Okay. So again, it's making me think about like, certain groups. Okay. We've read about certain groups, here in Americas, or that has something to do with certain things that, some of this shit can be kind of disturbing or whatever. Okay. About, cannibalism. But then again, cannibalism could just be somebody coming in. It is devil energy, somebody or something coming in and like the nothing on the never ending story and consuming things from people, individuals and things like that. And then living like fat cats. And this is why Marie Antoinette and them had to lose their head. It's just what I said. Ain't nobody got to be jealous about a damn thing, because before all of this spiritual attacks and all of this stuff came in to rock the foundation of my home, I've never had to want for a damn thing. I ain't never had to worry about a bill being paid, a goddamn thing. So people can just go on and get up off of here with all that. I ain't never got to be jealous of nobody. Now, it's shit that's going on right now. Ain't none of your damn business, right? Unless you one of the stalkers or one of the seers or one of the queens of cups that's got your damn, that's all in my business and stalking me every day, okay? On your computer screens acting like you fucking psychic, all right? So at the end of the day, like I said, until in that these women that think they want to go ahead and graft in or be a succubus energy on my soulmate, right? Okay, that been watching and want what the fuck I got. You understand? They want to judge me, think that I don't deserve what I have, but they want the man so that they can get what the fuck they thought I had. You understand what I'm saying? But sources having me let go of shit regardless of what the fuck it is, except for my children. You hear me? Anybody come for them, you might as well just forget about your whole entire life and your whole fucking bloodline, right? Okay, so again, it's saying, a burnt offering in Judaism. Okay, now this is a ism, right? This is not Judah or Judea. This is Judaism. That's something like it. It's in the likeness of. A ism is not really what the fuck it is. It's something in the likeness of. Okay, and again, if you don't like cursing and things like that, I'm in a feisty Queen of Swords, cutthroat kind of energy right now. You know what I'm saying? In my militant form. So this is what the fuck you gonna get. All right. So again, it's like, people should have thought about what they was doing before they start coming for somebody. And then gloating about like somebody is losing power and that they on top right now. And you about to get your ass right the fuck back down. Matter of fact, you about to get the right the fuck up off this land. I'm like really upset right now. I'm really upset right now with the things that it's just like just download after download. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but when it comes to people in general, especially women and children, and men and people that don't have a voice, I have a problem with that. I have a problem with people misusing their authority. I have a problem with that. And it says, okay, so it says a form of sacrifice first described in the Hebrew Bible, okay, as a tribute to God. Now, this is described as a tribute to God. It's not saying that God ordered it. It's just saying it's a tribute to. So maybe these people thought, oh, instead of us having to leave off the land, maybe if we get rid of some people or something like this. No, I'd rather them just go. I'd rather just start deporting motherfuckers right now. Whatever we got to do at the border. You know what I'm saying? And ending this shit right now. Because why keep going on with it? Why? Because there's some people that work in the administration that, like I said, it's mostly minorities that have ties to these other places and these people that are going to put them first, okay? Before the American original, so-called Black American, Indian, Native American, white people. It is just what it is. Before Americans in general. It's just the way it is. It's the way it has happened, and it's the way I see it now. Why just hear hated the love of the underdog on top? You see what I'm saying? Because they want somebody to be under. They want us to look like Satan. They want the Hebrew people, the original peoples of this land, right? Okay? I'm thinking Adonai, right? Okay? So again, they want to make it like these people are the horrible people. When maybe they had to do horrible things to people because they would not leave off their land, and they came here and brought this strife and these troubles, okay? So it says, as a tribute to God, a burnt offering was entirely burnt. So if you look at the shape of this thing right here, it's almost like the shape of that damn building. You hear me? Okay. Now I was describing them people as West Africans, but who knows what that could be? Okay. What that could really be talking about? Okay. Because there was old maps that have Africa listed in the East Coast, here in the Americas. So again, that could be Africa today. Do you see what I'm saying? New York, a part of New York could be a part of Africa, because when I looked at and studied these old maps, that's basically where it was. Okay, somewhere in between the Carolinas and New York. Okay, so again, it could be New York. I mean, it just is what it is. All right. but it would be West Africa to the Africa that we see in the eastern part of the. Do you see what I'm saying? Map. Okay, not west like California, but west to what they call Africa today, which was not called Africa then. It wasn't called Africa until way later. Okay, so again, I mean. Again, we have done these things extensively, on this particular channel. Okay. So if you want to go back and look, or whatever you want to do. All right. So again, so it's saying the altar for the offering was thus made of the acacia wood. Now, I don't know. I keep hearing witch wood. Okay. But again, I think this is some kind of unique wood or something that they used. If I'm not mistaken, this is the same wood that when I did the research on one of these, the Ark, right? And then the secret doorways to Mount Rushmore, okay? And the secret doorways, okay? And it made me think about who told you to etch your face in the thing or whatever. And I think, what, ain't Lincoln on there? Y'all, I just be throwing stuff out. You got to read, go source, just send me there, since I can't, keep all this information in my head. It's just, and I'm not here to tell you anything. I'm not never here to tell you what it is, what it ain't. I'm simply sharing what it looks like to me. And I'm using visions and things. So again, I'm going back and forth with the word, visions, history, and now, so it's kind of hard to keep track. You know how to fill in the blanks. And if you can't, we've done the extensive videos on the channel that you can go back to. All right, with the secret doorway and all that. All right, but it was somebody that etched themselves into the damn thing, or was about to at the end. Okay, toward the end of it being built. Okay, or after, right? And then also maybe I don't know why I'm even seeing the image of Crazy Horse, probably. Okay, maybe Crazy Horse. And this is no offense to any culture or anything like this. I'm just bringing these things up because maybe it might trigger some thought in someone. Okay, so again, I know that they're working on that energy. Somebody's working on that thing there. Okay, it's like a monument or something of Crazy Horse on that ledge or edge of a cliff or something like that. Okay, all right, but it says overlay with bronze, being 8 feet square and about 4.5 feet. So again, I'm just talking about numbers. Okay, and again with the 8 and the 4, and it just made me think about the numbers of those children and things like this. Okay. Now it says 117, but when did this happen? When did this happen? January 12th. Okay, but then it's January 12th. So it could have, 5 more days later, and it would have been on January 17th. And we're talking 17 victims. Okay, so, okay, well, yeah, January is the first month. And then there go your 17 right there with the 17 victims. It just is what it is. All right. And the mother of 5. So if you take the 5 and put it back down here with the 2, you got your 17 again. And then you got your 20. And then you got 8. And we're going to go back and look at the scriptures and look at these numbers. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. 1 Kings 8:64. On the same day, king consecrated the middle, okay, of the courtyard. Okay, so again, there was something significant that happened with the energy of New York on that day, right? And I said, when I seen her face, I'm like, I wonder if this is some sacrifice got something to do with her, and then got something to do with Diana, because, even in the energy of embodying that energy and seeing a lot of that energy when it came to Diana, when I was watching that and realizing some of these instances, right? But it was the movement, right? It was the energy of Diana that I was feeling like I was embodying, right? But at the same time, it wasn't the movement. I said, and this is what kind of made me think, why is there stagnancy with me? Why is there no movement though? So I felt like, again, the doppelganger energy, possibly even of Georgia, was the one that was being moved around and going places and everything and being taken care of by Matthew. And in the Matthew energy and in my energy, I was just being observed, right? So again, it's doppelganger energy, or creating somebody that's in the likeness of somebody. It's that seer energy. Okay, it's almost like the King Solomon energy of letting somebody come in for 6 months and observe Queen Sheba so that they can embody her energy when it comes to Makita. And Makita always draws me to St. Louis, which is another feminine energy. You know what I'm saying? And again, her first initial starts with a D. And again, she was a friend of mine on Facebook. So again, I used to share some of her things like this, until something funny happened with that after we had a conversation. Okay. And then I noticed that it was another energy that was hovering. Okay. So I had to go ahead and let that go. All right. They knew too much information. So I realized that somebody's letting these people into my private information for whatever reason. Okay. All right. So it says here, what is the burnt offering? The Hebrew word for burnt offering. You see the websites here. So if you want to go ahead, again, got questions been coming up a lot, but we always questioning everything. Okay, hold on, be down 1 second. Okay, the Hebrew word for burnt offering actually means to ascend, right? So again, that's what I said. These offerings, okay, these burnt offerings. What I tell you about these female energies, especially these readers, not all of them, but some of them with the LLCs, it's sacrificial. It's sealed and seared in my mind. If you take me to their channels, I can point you out to them and tell you which ones have given some kind of offerings and have repented or feel some kind of way about it, or they thought they was all smiling on top of the fucking rainbow and now they sitting there looking all salty and sick to their stomach today because I see what the fuck they doing. All right. So again, at the end, when we're looking at the new episodes. Now, this doesn't mean that somebody did everything. I'm not saying that everything about this person in this TV show, this television show, is what it is. But when you're living, when you're in the living energy, and we're dealing with the living word and living God energy, it's different. Okay? It's either you are got eyes to see and ears to hear or not. Okay? And again, when it comes to the other energy that they came and got, that was hiding in the woods all that time. Okay? And then, and remember, I don't know if y'all watched Discovery of Witches, but it's when she went against one of the head guys, okay, in the coven. All right. Now, again, I'm not affiliated with any coven or anything. If somebody did something like this, it was cloaked and it was done where I don't know nothing about, again, because I don't know everything about this kind of shit. All right. But what I'm just telling you is I'm not involved with nothing or nobody, nor have I signed any contracts or done any kind of anything with anybody. So again, it's just like we could just go ahead and quit that. I just have the real essence, authentic way of seeing and interpreting. And also, you know, when it comes to living energy, right then and there, I can decipher things in real time. It's just all words and shit like that, people's energy, feelings, things like this. All right. So nobody wouldn't want me around. You damn right. They probably wouldn't want me at no damn White House or nowhere else. Okay. Because again, you won't last. I can read people through the damn screen though. So this is the thing. All right. So again, they found out, you know, she ended up showing him that, hey, I'm not down with this stuff. You know what I'm saying? She basically told him like, I'm the captain now, right? And then he said something about the bloodline with the blood of the wolf and the lion that was going to destroy the children of the night, right? Because they cut off the head of that witch and kept it in a box, almost like Medusa, right? And that it was a warning witch, okay? So again, on and on. So again, it was saying, this person was saying, oh, and you thought that Diana was that witch, right? So again, it's still something here. It's something here when it comes to possibly California. I can't leave it out because source keep telling me to bring it up. Okay. When it comes to the wayward energy, I think that's what it's called. Okay. The person's platform, a part of it, right? Without calling people all the way out. All right. And then when it comes to New York, me, and then Georgia, there's something there. And then also when it comes to St. Louis, but I think she moved down south. I think she moved to the south, possibly Tennessee or somewhere like that. I don't know. All right. All right. So I think it has something to do with these particular energies here. All right. But it says here, and then she said, yeah, you thought that was her. And then she said, but I'm a weaver. Okay. But again, Diana was a powerful weaver as well. But it also had this one woman a weaver as well. So again, it's almost like when all these people after the first, when everybody's like, whoo, we got rid of that. Oh, we don't have to worry about this energy. It's almost like me making an appearance to say, oh, no, bitch. No. Oh, no. What you thought? Okay. Hold on. All right. So it's kind of like that energy here. Okay. Now, somebody else could be in that energy too. I'm not saying I'm the only one. I'm just saying that, again, it was a small group of these particular people. Okay. These are healers too. They're not wicked witches. I don't know not one damn spell. You see what I'm saying? I don't know one form of black magic. I don't know none of that. You know, it's almost like source is just, I don't know. God, I'm just saying the ancestors and sources own they grind right now, period. I mean, I don't even know how some of us are still, but you know, I'm grateful, right? Nothing but gratitude. Okay. So again, to ascend. So this is people thinking they went up in power. Do you see what I'm saying? This is what child sacrifice is about. It's about people with secrets and conservationships over so-called American people, right? Most of these people are foreign intelligence or foreign energies or plants or spies or scouts or whatever you want to call it that have come in here to scout out the land. All right. The land is the people. All right. And in order to get to some kind of level in these covenants or covenant, right? They wear these costumes and all this other shit that really, you know, it's just material things. They're not embodying the power. They have to latch on to us in order to use our essence. Right? And then they put on these uniforms and say, oh, you got to wear this and you got to do these things. You got to wear this cloak and this red hat. And the bigger the rim around your hat is, the more powerful you are. When none of that shit matters at the end of the day. You either got it or you don't. And those same people will look at you when they know that they're doing cloaking spells and spells to mess up your mindset and mind control and tell you you don't have it and you lost your connection with source. But the gate is narrow. The gate is narrow. You understand me? So again, and Satan is going to deceive the whole world. So again, even God's children. But at one point, he can't do it forever. And at one point, they're going to wriggle free. All right? Like we seen in them cards yesterday. And then they're going to be going ahead and taking their position. Again, the first shall be the last. So again, these people have given, these people, and a lot of these people have said, especially even when it comes to New York, has said out of her own mouth that she has lost a lot of family members. And I'm thinking, why? Damn. I mean, I don't know. I'm seeing this energy of her, you know what I'm saying? Somebody having something to do with my family and this Como shit. All right. Them using other powerful players, so-called powerful, okay? Or powers that shouldn't be, all right? In order to maneuver or make things happen. All right? And damn, just lost my train of thought. Okay, so they're doing all this stuff or whatever, and then now the you know, all the things that have been done in the dark are coming to light. And it's for them to ascend to a certain level of power. Because they couldn't just let Israel do their thing. They couldn't let them do their thing. No. They did these things so that they can serve something. I don't think that is God. And most of it is for fiat or some kind of financial gain, unfortunately. Or some kind of position, right? Or a favor or something here. All right? So literally to go up in smoke. Okay? So this is making me think about a rising phoenix. This is making me think about a rising phoenix. The smoke from the sacrifice ascends to God. Okay? So again, maybe this is why the smoke, when I seen that shit, it made me think, and this is when this person popped their head back out in society on their platform to run their mouth, you know what I'm saying? Possibly, right? Or maybe this was to appease God. Like this is what somebody wanted. You see what I'm saying? Because I was confused. I only watched like 3 minutes. I can't watch more than 5 minutes of people that I feel them wrong me. But Source sent me there to find specific things. And I usually hit it on the head when I dip into the video. I might go to the first minutes or the middle or the end and just see. And I get all I need to as an investigator for Source, and then that's all I need. All right. And usually something else a week later or something comes up and say, aha, that's why. All right. So again, whether these people are under my control or they know what they're doing or not, I don't know. I'm just telling you what I see. All right. So again, the stench of it. See, it's like your new moons I hateth. Right. Okay. And just like the stench, it's the stench of these foul things that these people are doing that hits me in my, it just, I don't know, especially when it comes to people that don't have a voice. Men, women, and children that don't have a voice. It strikes me. It makes me want to really harm people or imprison them. Some of these people don't even deserve to walk another day on this earth. There should be a place somewhere off on some island for real that they should be going. Okay? So this is calling it a smooth aroma. But again, let's think about this. At this point in time, could this be a time when God is sleeping or God is not paying attention? And the Lord God is actually ordering these things, making it seem like it is these other holy families of Israel because they don't like them or they don't want to be under one rule of one family. They wanted to still have this government. Okay, they want to still have this thing. They want that to override that because they're in fear because they know that these people are going to reveal the things that they have been doing to not only this family, but to other people. Okay, hold on. Here I come. I promise. Give me 5 minutes. I'm almost done. All right. So it says here in Hebrews 10 and 8 or 8 and 10. Okay. I don't know why I just reversed that. Maybe this has something to do with something. Oh no, this happened at 8:50 something in the evening. But maybe it started at 8:10. I don't know. Okay? I don't know. Above when he said sacrifice and offering and burnt offerings and offerings for the sin thou wouldest not have, neither hadst pleasure therein, which are offered in accordance with the law. So again, these are laws or lies of man. These are people probably saying, oh, well, maybe if we do this, instead of speaking directly to God or to the energy, they've been listening to people that are Lord God energies or lower God energies, okay, and thinking that they know what to do instead of speaking directly to the ones that are ordained or anointed. It's just ridiculous to me. It's like, we're the mind. It just makes you second guess all this shit. Who are we dealing with here? You have neither desired nor have you taken delight in sacrifices and offerings and whole burnt offerings and sacrifices for sin, which are offered according to the law. Okay, so this is also making me think somebody saying you won't do this and you won't do that. But it's just like, again, how can you do something when these people act like you don't have authority, or they're acting like you're oblivious. They're oblivious to the fact of who you are and what you're doing on this plane, right? And then they want to ignore it. They want to listen to you when they need to, when they're in fear, but they ignore when it comes to telling people, hey, why is nobody going to jail for these things that they're doing? Okay, because you have to understand that Satan is in heaven running things, and he's deceiving the whole world from there. Okay, let's keep going. All right, so it says a burnt offering in Judaism is a form of sacrifice first described in the Hebrew Bible. Again, this is the real original, so this is probably the Old Testament, Old World, Old Testament, New World, New Testament. All right. As a tribute to God, a burnt offering was entirely burnt on the altar. This is in contrast to other forms of sacrifice, which were or was part burnt and most of it eaten in communion at a sacrificial meal. Okay. So this make me think about seeing somebody on a table with food in their mouth. I don't know why. Okay. I don't know. Mary had a little lamb. Also, again, Mary quite contrary. Okay. And then Mary had a little lamb. Okay. Okay. Now that just made me think about something. Okay. Hold on. All right. Partly burnt, mostly eaten in communion at the sacrificial meal. Okay. So again, there we go. This is making me think of something here. More so like child sacrifice. Okay. Now again, just this is no offense or anything to these people. That I see the Quran here. Okay. So this would make it seem like God is saying kill these people. No, nobody saying that. No, just send whoever these other people is back. Just in New York, they could start off by arresting these people and holding them in prison and letting out other people that are Americans on lesser charges, or not filling up the churches, the jails with indigenous people, right? Doing something to try to get some of these people out there with prison so-called reform, okay? And start putting some of these people that are doing these particular crimes and things when it comes to whatever else they're doing that's being let out of jail 12 times, supposedly, allegedly, okay? So again, we look at the features of these people and they do look somewhat, like the phenotype, okay? Is like African or something like that, maybe even Haitian, okay? A tight-knit community of West African. So again, we're going to go ahead and stop there because I keep getting phone calls, but I'll be back.